Okay, I think this is part 10 of many. Jen Lupo, trying to just connect with families that have scoliosis because I didn't really have any other people that knew about scoliosis or had scoliosis that I could talk to as a kid. And I know all the phases. I'm 48 now. I had back braces, small, medium, up to here, external, like, you could see it, not under the clothes, up to here. Then I had electrodes. Then I had corrective surgery because I developed 1, 2, and 3 curves. So I'm talking about leaving Boston Children's Floating Hospital after my corrective surgery. Um, just reiterating that, I was supposed to be there 7 days, but I was there for 6. And so anyways, the ride home, I remember vividly. If you can, when you're driving your patient home, even if you take the longer way, take the smooth surface path, because at that point, you've got a little something something in your system still for pain. I remember hitting some minor potholes. I mean, we're in Boston. Boston, Mass has a lot of potholes. I mean, Massachusetts, we're known for our potholes. And my parents did the very best that they could driving home. But in hindsight, we drove through the city and we drove home the way we normally drive home. If you can, pro tip would be to take another route that is smoother and bring some blankets and pillows and just soften the blow for the patient, and be positive. Okay. So we get home. It's summertime. The plan now for recovery was, in hindsight again, and I'll say that a lot during this story, is bed rest for 3 months. I don't think I need to elaborate on that. Bed rest for 3 months, I knew was going to be a group effort. It was something that I was going to do, and I was going to reclaim my freedom after that period. Like, I just remember as a kid being like, I'm going to do this now. I don't really like it. I tried not to complain, but when you're dealing with heat waves with a back brace back on for protection while I healed internally, and you don't have air conditioning, because this is 1989. We couldn't afford air conditioning for our whole house. We used fans. As kids, we'd put our faces into the fan like Darth Vader and we'd talk into it. And that's how we cooled ourselves down. Or our moms would be like, take a shower and keep your hair wet and put a fan on you. Like, cool your jets, okay? I gotta go in because I'm getting cold. So no air conditioning, bed rest for 3 months. And that's what I did. And everyone is going about with their summer. And I told you Batman was coming out earlier in this video, well, a previous video. I said Batman the movie, the first one, was coming out. And I forgot to mention, this was another core memory. When you're in the hospital now, okay, is different than then. Then there was no internet, okay? People judge on social platforms and the internet, and I do agree with that to some extent. But back then, that community that you get online would have been very helpful. back then, right? Because I would have had, and my parents would have had, more resources to help us through this process. We had my surgeons and my doctors in Boston, my teachers, I guess at school, if we needed them, and my parents. When I was in the hospital, this happened.